So Futureman 2052 exhibition is, in few words, a story about empathy, responsibility, concern, and I would even say mindfulness. And the exposition presents collection of statements and objects made by young designers whose concern about the situation is sincere and true. And as a result, we can face diversified presentation of posters, textiles, everyday objects, sculptures, and the mural in the city center that will be created with the viewers. And to start with, we'll go to posters by Pola Piestrzeniewicz and Witek Grecynger. They are graphic designers with devotion to social, climate, and generally consumption issues. And their intention is to spread awareness about consequences of human activity by representing these relations in a visual communication language. And just behind the wall, we can see the space of Zuza Wójcik and her bioplastic samples. Zuza works on this project consequently doing her research on the potential of new materials like algae and seaweed as a substitute for plastic. We all know is extremely harmful to the environment. Her approach is cradle to cradle, so she is concerned about every stage of the production process and what happens after the product is used. Is it biodegradable, etc., or will it become a waste? But even if something becomes a waste, she has an idea to use it. And on the other side of the space, we can see textile samples created in Green Yarns Lab, founded by Dominika Gacka and Julia Piekarska. They represent similar approach, which is based on responsibility on every stage of production. What they want to do by their 3D textiles is to stimulate the sense of touch of a user, since it is diagnosed that most of us are understimulated in this aspect. When we go inside the Cobra Gallery, we are confronted with Blue Meadow. It's woven on jacquard loom and materialized in a form of long picnic blanket. But what is most important here is the question, why this meadow is blue? And the answer is because bees love blue. And we are here to talk about bees and other pollinators endangered by extinction. And when they extinct, we are sentenced to death too. So let's go deeper in this topic and find out how we can take care about pollinators. And this huge object is contrasted with small ones that you will see in a moment. So this is the collection of vessels by Patrycja Gorzela, and they are created to contain oils, and their shapes are supposed to inform about the content. So the product concentrates on evoking positive emotions. The other designer, Magda Szatkowska, creates sculptures and jewelry objects based on recording and materializing the trace of human activity. our motion, especially activity to gain health. Then at the left you can see the huge jacquard textile, very colorful, and the sunbeds around the exhibition space. And they are produced to present the patterns by Anna Grabowska, and the patterns tell a story of vision, of human vision, but also animal visions. And consequently, the color versions are devoted to different ways of seeing. The designs are supported by movies in which the authors tell you more about their working process and design itself, and you can watch them at YouTube channel Future Man 2052. So I encourage you to do so to have the full vision of the projects. And at the right you can see the set of handmade objects by Aleksandra Bonikowska. She's a lover of Indian culture and folk, and in her project she mixes aesthetics to connect cultures. In her life she opposes racism, and she understands it well how hard it is to live and work in another country, and how easily it may lead to petrifying social inequalities. And to talk about these most important issues, we need a space that will help to discuss and find solution. And we also have some ideas of a group of students to prepare the space for discussion. And now we can go to the poster, which is just here to mention that next weekend we will have an event. It will be mural painting together with Zuza Milewska, whose project we can see, and people are invited to participate in it and to contribute and to talk about the idea behind it, which is the concern about animals, which we do not own, but we owe them respect. And the last but not least is Kacper Witkowski and his dystopian scenarios presented in comic strip convention. It may be straightforward stigmatization of our harmful activities. He evokes Orwell when talking about inspirations. We are pests, and it is high time to do something about it. You do not need a superhero cape. Just get to action and take a stand for your future and the future of next generations. Thank you very much.